good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to another exciting Storm Dragons in Dublin. This evening's scene will be set at the Teftani Bar, Agrabah Nights, located just off Grafton Street in the city centre. Many things have happened, many unusual little circumstances have been tweaked. So now, the Magi of the city gather in order to find out exactly what the hell is going on. We shall start with our intros with. I'll start with Callie because she's the first on my list.
Callie will walk in, probably flanked by Collins.
Yep.
She just walk in very calmly, puts her hands in her pockets, and will order a drink and kind of sit down at the bar, keeping herself to herself really, and just looking around.
Collins walks in with Callie and will, as he enters, take off his top hat, put it on top of his cane, and sit next to Callie. And as he goes to sit, he's going to pull up some extra pillows and place a few behind Callie as they get comfortable. And his drink today will be a mimosa.
Callie is drinking vodka and Coke.
Okay. Next, we will have Stefanos.
Stefanos is going to probably head in and find himself a place to sit. Probably order tea.
Delicious tea.
Semi-delicious tea.
Excellent. Next, we shall have Eric.
Eric will enter the establishment as well, and he will he will nod to Carly and Collins, acknowledging their presence. Then he'll smile at Stefanos and head over towards his table as he orders some. Yeah, he'll have some hot chocolate.
Okay. And last but not least, we have Malfael.
Dean will walk in and he'll sit down at a table and have a whiskey.
Cool. Haha! And Tiger enters at just the right time to intro, so I can continue with the flow and not have to break it. I consider this a personal victory.
Yay!
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 We can stop yaying now. It's not actually that big a deal.
Yeah.
God damn it, Tiger! You had one job.
Oh God!
And apparently that one job was being Chewbacca.
I was about to say, who let Chewbacca in?
But yes, we're at Agrabah Nights. If you'd like to intro, that would be great.
I'm gonna grab some food.
Alright, so Ian walks in wearing his typical fucking hoodie and shit. Who was there?
Stefanos, fucking team, three-quarters of Team Pagan. Eric.
2/3.
I can do math.
Yeah, Evan. Dean is sitting with Solon or Stefanos.
All right. It is at this point that there will be a sharp popping noise as there's a sharp kind of. It almost sounds like a rip, like fabric being torn. Some kind of expensive fabric. Have you ever heard silk being ripped?
Yes.
Oh God.
It is literally a sound like money being ripped.
Yeah.
That hurts me.
I know, Tiger. It's okay. It's okay. I'll hold you later while you have to cry.
Alright, cool.
As the figure pictured enters the establishment from the same door you all entered, she looks slightly worse for wear. Her hair is incredibly tousled. Her normally immaculate uniform is slightly off kilter. She is wearing, as I say, she's wearing white from head to foot. Her hair is also white. She has the stripe. Now the entirety of Team Pagan is here. Wonderful. She has striking golden eyes. And when I say only her head is actually visible, is actually kind of not covered. Like even her hands have white leather gloves, etc., etc. god, you have Twizzlers. That's like the one American candy I like. We're at Agrabah Nights, Katie, if you want to just do your intro quickly before I continue.
I mean, it's that simple. Whatever the hell else is going on, Morgan's gonna saunter her ass in like she do. I have no idea where Kelmore even is. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. He's doing him, and that's okay.
I mean, do you particularly want the angry, sarcastic Raven with you?
I mean, not especially. That's why I let him do him. He's a baller over there. It's fine. But whatever the case, yeah, she will just saunter in, hands in her pockets, and a Twizzler hanging out of her mouth that she is slowly chewing on, and just kind of slowly disappearing into her mouth.
Cool. Max, would you like to also intro so I can continue on? I'm just going to throw people in as they arrive.
Who's the what now? Where? What?
We're just hanging. It's Agrabah Nights. People have come just because they want to talk about crap, and D'Onofrio is here to explain certain crap.
Oh, I thought this was an OOC. My bad.
Oh, do you not want to be IC? If so,
no. I'll sit and listen in.
Okay. Love you. All right. So the D'Onofrio. I'm not going to say she looks pissed, but she looks pissed. Like one of her eyes is closed. The other one is very, very widely open. And for those of you who may have Prime set up, she's currently like crackling with Prime energy. Like it's actually physically ricocheting off her pattern into surrounding objects, briefly infusing them with quintessence.
I have Spirit Sight up. What does that show?
She has a mage's aura. That's about it.
Is she angry though?
Oh yes. Well, she's currently pissed. Yes. You will see her remove a cigarette from a box with her teeth, and she has a fun little trick where she taps it with her finger, and the cigarette lights. Apprentice, ashtray.
He like looks up from what he was reading, grabs one.
Thank you. She will tip the tip the cigarette into it. Oh, fuck my life. I swear.
Ashtray?
What?
An ashtray?
I already have one. I swear to the fucking eternal Sangillion of the Xmas. I swear to the. I fucking hate council meetings. Alright. So, how are things here, Stephanos, in that case?
I just got here.
I mean here in the city in a more general sense. Has anything exploded in my absence?
Let's see. Nope, not that I know of.
Fucking wonderful. Okay. Fuck my life. Just whiskey, leave the bottle. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay. Hi, kids. She claps her hands in order to get everyone's attention. Like, clap, clap. She will then wait for people to look up or, do what they're doing.
Yeah, Eric will like look up towards her.
Okay. So, she hops up and sits on the bar. I have just returned from the meeting of the 9 magical traditions which was taking place in Paris. Paris is a lovely city, except when you have to be in 12-hour-long meetings on a daily basis. So, I'm led to understand that some of you have done some really fucking heroic things. Apparently, some of you are getting medals. There was talk of medals. I can't remember if we agreed on medals. Shit. Anyway, long story short, short story long, it has been decided via the Council of the 9 Mystics that in the event these Canticles of Lamentation do not free up the Celestial Choristers, who we have under good authority they are still keeping prisoner, we are going to have to take action in order to liberate them. As we are led to understand that at least a sizable portion of these prisoners are being kept in Dublin, in what was formerly the seat of the Archbishop, Dublin City St. Patrick's Cathedral, we are going to need volunteers. Did I mention medals?
Eric nods and looks at her. In any case, someone who knows how to heal might be necessary. I volunteer.
We'll raise his shot glass. I'm in.
Who the fuck is he?
Newly awakened.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not get you brutally murdered fuck-faced before you even know how to Expelliarmus something.
I like a challenge.
He also can teleport and enter the Umbra.
I'm sorry, we have a wonderful rule. It's called "Don't talk back to the Magister." It's a wonderful rule. Honestly, what's this world coming to?
Ruin.
There's idle snickering behind the Twizzler.
You will see fire flick across her shoulder blades.
Collins kind of snorts into his mimosa as he's trying to keep a straight face.
There's mimosas? Tell me there's a picture.
Collins hands you his mimosa.
I'm going to assume narratively that there's a picture so that Morgan too can acquire a mimosa, because how could you not drink a mimosa? That shit's delicious.
I have never had a. I don't even know what a mimosa is.
I was about to say, I don't know what that is.
It is orange juice
What?
and champagne.
Yes.
It is delicious.
Is champagne meant to be champagne?
Yes.
I'm being an asshole.
Okay.
But yes. So now she has mimosa and Twizzlers. This is a good day for Morgan. And she's draped across two people's laps. All in all, this is top score.
Is she drinking the mimosa through the Twizzler?
You know what? She might be in a second. For the moment, she is very carefully drinking it while the Twizzler's sticking out of the other side of her mouth. But it's inevitably going to happen because, gotta stay amused somehow.
But right, as I said, we're going to need volunteers, and I swear to God, if he opens his mouth again, I'll remove his tongue. Do I look like I'm joking? I don't look like I'm joking.
So, do you have a plan before people volunteer?
As a matter of fact, we do, yes.
Go.
I'm in.
Wonderful. However, I will emphasize, I can't release the plan publicly until such time as we know who it is will be at the briefing. The plan will be given in a briefing. My apologies. I should probably have said that.
Yeah, then I'll go if you actually have a plan.
Hi, young sweetheart. When have we not had a plan?
I'll think for a second. I don't know, when he came and got me out of that fucking coffee shop.
I mean, in my defense, I thought that you were a technocratic infiltrator.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Eyebrow raises.
It's a long story. Amnesia's a thing.
Oh, by the way, Magister Keramon of House Videtius would like a word with you at your earliest possible convenience.
Okay.
All right, kids. So, with that in mind, I'm going to host this briefing probably at some point this week, maybe early next week. For those of you who are interested, I just said I would let you know. I will, however, make it abundantly clear that in 2 days' time, if the Canticles of Lamentation do not hand over and I can only say this for the members of the 9 mystical traditions, if the Canticles of Lamentation do not hand over their cores to prisoners in the next 2 days, you are to consider yourselves in a state of wizarding war. For those of you who are not hermetic and do not understand what a wizard's war is, essentially, it's a full-blown conflict in a not necessarily in a similar style to the one we have with the technocracy. We expect gentlemanly conduct, so please don't go out and out murdering people if they surrender, etc. That causes a lot of paperwork. But conflict will become inevitable, is what I'm saying. This only applies to the members of the 9 mystical traditions. The disparate alliance are not affected. Those who are unaligned are not affected. Do we have any questions?
So does that mean I'm free from this whole war thing?
She just turns and shuts
Louder snickering, this time into a mimosa.
Callie just stand up, very calmly cracking her back out.
Oh,
A
crap.
volunteer.
Don't stab him again.
Stefanos
No,
is
she
going
just-
to get up and move in front of him. Just saying.
He just
I'm gonna
glares at
give
Stefanos.
Callie like a regal head bow.
She just gets up, ignores him, like looks at Stefanos like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then kind of just cracks her neck on, "I volunteer." Would be interesting to see a cathedral again.
See, I like that. I like that can-do attitude. And what are you doing, Stefano?
Oh, well, in that case, I guess I'm going. Pokes a hand up.
Oh. Colin's just gonna lean back over the pillows, stretch his arms wide. Well, I can't let these two musclemen go by themselves.
I will point out that the Archbishop's former sanctum is not necessarily located on this physical. Is not necessarily located on the physical Tellurian, and also if they have access to his guardians, they are not necessarily beings once again of the physical Tellurian. So those of you who are experts in spirit magic may be invaluable, as we have to wend and twist our way through it.
The toilet will flush as Elijah comes out of the bathroom.
God damn it,
You're
Max.
probably going to want to talk to Collins and I then. Not Morgan, fucking Callie will say very calmly.
Oh.
Reaches up and pats
Gosh.
Colin on the cheek since she can still reach him. Like, "Aw, you're the sweetest."
Oh shit, there's people.
I got voluntold.
Commander Hoth, it's a pleasure to see you. I have orders from you. I have orders for you.
Oh, wait, you have orders for me.
It's more so that they were given to me via this chair at the sorry, via the chair who's representing the Society of Ether at the meeting in Paris.
Oh boy. Okay.
She'll hold out a what looks to be basically just a rolled up piece of paper that has a little bow on it.
Take it. I'll read it in private later.
Cool. On a side note, Max, I will write out what it is in your blue booking later on.
Oh.
Right. So with that all said, any questions?
I missed the story. What happened?
Did you hear about the proclamation from the 9 mystical traditions?
Oh yeah, the choristers are still one of the traditions.
On a side note, we're led to understand that it was you who was instrumental in the getting to safety of Rabbi Shmuel and a number of other celestial choristers.
No, that was a group effort. Group effort.
Very good. That group are still going to be awarded medals.
Medal. I highly doubt medals are necessary.
I'm not the one who decided this.
Eliza is going to have a Twizzler, like, pointed in her direction, like, "You!" Do they still have his son? I assume they got his son when they went and took the church and all that.
Max,
Yes?
you've been asked a
Maybe?
question.
Oh wait, what? I didn't had a what?
There was a Twizzler pointed at you imperiously to get your attention as she asked if they still had what's his face's son.
The California's son. No, he's with his mother.
Name's a blank. And a shrug.
Do you remember the angel, apparently, that came here?
All sorts of things came here.
Eric looks at the
He
speaker
raises
and says,
an
"Wait,
eyebrow.
wait,
The
angel?
lady with the wings on her back.
Yeah.
Lady with wings?
Yeah, that one. That's his mom.
Yeah, you weren't here for that. Kind of waggles a hand dismissively towards Eric. Like, "Zzz." She'll even make the little zzz noise.
No, he's apparently with her, and I ain't fucking with that.
No, that's fine. I would just hate to see my effort wasted. Our effort wasted. She's up and pats Collins on the cheek again.
Sure. I need a drink. Not the one.
All right.
Try
So,
No, she was just going to call over. Try some of this if you'd like. That holds up one of the mimosas.
Sure. She'll
Gets
take one.
gets an unnod on Twizzler, a fresh Twizzler, kind of thrust at her an offering as well, along with the line, Twizzler.
Yes.
God damn it! I know what that's a reference to. All right. So D'Onofrio will hop down from the bar. She's actually not that tall. She's only about 5'8", 5'7", and she'll say, "Right. Well, in that case, I've said all that I really had to. Oh, Stephanos, how's the girl?
Doing quite well, actually.
Good. Good. We may have to move her out of the city.
That would probably be safest.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that we might move her to the Chantry in London. That should be suitable. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'll deal with that later. I've still got an absolute fuck ton of paperwork to do. Okay, so does anyone have any questions before I leave?
How close is she standing to Team Pagan?
About a meter away, a meter and a half.
Well, it's not far. Yeah. So she asks if anyone else has a question. She's had a hard day. She too will have a piece of candy thrust at her. Twizzler?
She will sigh. She will take the Twizzler in a gloved hand, and she will start eating the Twizzler.
Morbid
Right.
seems very contented by this.
Okay. So, I've said all that I needed to say. There are no questions. I'm going to be off. I've got a crap load of things to do. So, I will talk to you all later.
Goodbye.
Finger waggle.
Right. With
Calm,
that,
please.
with that, she will stride through the door at the other side of the room.
Eric will, once she's gone, Eric will look at Stephanos and say, what was that about an angel?
Archangel. Let's get specific. Waggles Twizzler.
Archangel Gabriel.
And when he says that, his eyes widen. Like, you mean,
Like literal angel, like wings and fear not and glowing and shit.
like
That whole thing.
the Gabriel, the guy from the Bible.
Not the lady,
Check.
but yes.
Apparently the
Kinda nuts.
pronunciation or the spelling was wrong, but either way.
Okay,
What do you
fair.
think about the Bible? All the important people are dudes. Funny how inaccurate that turns out to be.
And
Eric
That was the joke that she made the very first time they met her back at the end of the Fondies.
Okay.
And angels surprise you when you can manipulate the universe to your whim. Angels are surprising.
Well, I mean, I'm still learning. I'm still learning this thing. Well, I mean,
All right.
angels indicate like God and Satan and things like that, and that's a little bit over my head.
Where do you think infernalism comes from?
Well, there are plenty
Alright.
of
People
demons.
say
not just-
demon. What the fuck do you think they're talking about?
Just
I mean,
classify them as unbrewed beings. There are a lot of them. You'll have to deal with them eventually. You just
Yeah.
categorically, put them in little maps. They're a lot easier to handle.
Twirls or Twizzler? That
Well,
ain't the
kind of
only
like-
pantheon that's real, kiddo.
kind of thumb, like motions, like with his thumb over to Eliza, and that she's got it right.
She ain't wrong.
Why does the Technomancer know more about this shit?
I think he's just more eloquent. I was gonna let him sit there and squirm for a bit, but that's just me.
I don't have patience for that. Ugh.
Fair enough.
This Twizzler's great.
I know, right?
Now I obviously want to find out what a Twizzler how a Twizzler tastes. Eric just sits there and goes, well, okay then. A little bit like mind blown.
So we got a meeting to attend. This will be entertaining. Drapes his hands around.
Apparently, I'm
Probably
getting a medal.
Well, congratulations on your medal. What's it for?
I don't. We smuggled a bunch of kids, some of the leftover coursers of the city, out of the city to a safe place where the Inquisition is not going to reach them as soon.
It's mighty good of you. They in good and safe hands?
Yeah, they have food, they have drink, they have all things they need to, live.
Do they have board games?
I hope
Critical
they do.
question.
I don't know, I didn't check.
You just gotta stay entertained. Maybe a deck of cards?
They can always play tag, can't they?
Well, I mean,
That's true.
what do you do when legs get tired, your legs get cramped, you don't want to run around no more?
Well, when you're a kid and by the time your legs get tired, you take a nap. Simple solution to a simple problem.
So,
I mean,
Stephanos, who exactly was that?
That was Magister D'Onofrio of the Order of Hermes.
What does she do?
Murders technocrats, among other things.
My God.
Fair enough.
I mean,
That's putting it
that's one
lightly.
hell
So
of a
she was
hobby.
talking about like a council or something. What is with this council?
Council of the Nine Traditions. It's basically a meeting of high muckety mucks from all 9 of the traditions, which
I see.
are
I
allied
thought you
with
said
each
there
other.
were 8 last one.
But that was how it appeared at the time, but the proclamation they just released, which is over on that board over there, if you want to read it later, he points towards the bulletin, is essentially that the 9 traditions are not recognizing the Canticleer's attempt to leave simply because there are apparently many members of the chorus who are being held against their will. So
see.
they still consider it to be 9 traditions.
Oh,
There's just some
okay.
schismatic shenanigans happening with the monos.
As per usual. Takes a bite of the food.
I'm assuming this is an all mage location, yes?
Yes, that's what the bouncer's for outside.
Alright. So I'm gonna let Oro out of my shirt and let him kind of slither around my arm. He's feeling a little anxious.
What is an Oro?
It is a little Ouroboros dragon, I think, or serpent, something like that. Didn't you say?
He's a serpent that kind of resembles a dragon, yeah.
Snick.
Snickety snick.
Yeah. I have Snake familiar. He is cute, but he is really afraid of things, apparently. He acts like an infant.
So,
So,
am I the only one who realized we didn't catch a time for this meeting?
She said she would get a hold of us.
Masters be masters and such, they'll send out things whenever they'd like.
Finger waggles.
Dean's gonna lift his glass over towards Callie. Hey, Callie, what tradition are you from?
Callie be like mid taking a drink. Verbena.
Ravenna? What do you practice, or what do you guys do? What are you for?
Why are you so curious?
I just like to get to know my allies and friends.
Friend.
Colin snorts and reaches for his mimosa.
Friend.
Man, this mimosa, though.
In
Swigging.
his language, stabbing means friendship.
I mean,
Clearly.
For the
hold
record,
on, I think
I will put out the hilarious amount of manic giggling did indeed come from the door.
excellent. So,
That seems fine.
Lord,
Yes.
if you have previously stated anything, the serve staff brings us what we want if we wish it so.
Yes.
I just want a big, multi-liter pitcher of mimosas because we're gonna
Yes.
tear through this.
Yes.
All right. So
Also,
we'll-
you said there was giggling at the door?
Yes. Have you
Oh,
not
yeah.
have you not seen my picture change?
Da-na-na.
Just now saw it.
Oh my. So many bright, shiny faces. So many ignorant little half-truths. So wonderful, isn't
Oh
it?
god, I know who this is. Jeez. Oh, God.
You know who his face claim is?
Yeah, I know the reference. That's great. I give you props, IRL.
Oh, well, thank you. Hello, everybody. The individual picture strides into the room. Oh my, Miss Eliza. I have to say, I haven't had as much fun as that in years.
Gravedigger, I need you to hold still for a moment.
He will stop and hold comically still.
Eliza's gonna walk over towards him, grab him by his shoulders, and give him a kiss on the cheek.
he doesn't seem to flinch. It's just like, oh well.
There we go. Done and done. And then she turns and walks away.
Dean holds his head down to the table.
How are we all doing, my dears? Oh my. On a side note, you bear a striking resemblance to a specific underworld deity who may or may not still owe me a handful of coins, but that's neither here nor there, my dear. It's lovely to meet you. My name is Gravedigger.
Blinks. Callie.
My IRL self doesn't know how to handle this.
That's alright. Just go with the flow.
Yep. Just keep it in
He is-
character as much as possible. It's best to keep OSC chatter to side chatter to messenger.
looks over. Looks over at Callie.
So,
Mom was a-
Gravedigger, who exactly are you?
I'm Gravedigger. Are you simple or are you dense? I'm Gravedigger. That's who I am.
Not exactly what I meant. What do you do? What?
A fuck kind of. My name is somewhat. He kind of looks at Callie and he goes, "Is he for real? Really?
Yeah. No. This is the full thing. Full.
Oh
this is the
my
full
god."
Thing. Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. Full thing.
He will
Just
casually
take.
pick up. He
Here,
will hold up a
mimosa?
finger. He will hold up a finger, summon a glass into his hand. It appears like spectral shadow until a kind of a goblet appears in his hand as he pours the mimosa into it. Yep. 1 moment. He will then proceed to down it. Okay, I'm now fortified.
There you go. Yep. Nope. She kind of holds up her hand like you're good. Now proceed. You know that type of thing.
refills the appropriate mimosa glasses.
Oh, by the way, somebody said they had spirit side active.
I do.
Yup.
Dark or mouth or Dean?
He's wearing a ring on his left hand from which there were dozens of chains that extend out through the floor, to the ground, through the air, chains punching through, but they appear to be translucent and pass through solid objects. And he's wearing earrings now today, made of green stone, that each one have a soul inside them, or a spirit.
Colin's eyebrow just raises, and he sips his mimosa.
So, you now know who I am. Hang on, who here don't I know? Raise your hand if I don't know you. That's a plan.
Raise his hand.
Raise his hand.
Eric cautiously raises his hand because he doesn't know who is known or who is not known.
Gravedigger will casually reach up and put down Callie's hand. I know your mom. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh. Okay.
All right. For those of you who don't know, my name is Mr. Gravedigger. I am a Hollow One and the head of the Disparate Alliance in this city. Nice to meet you.
Ah, a hollow one? I was actually interested in finding out more about those.
Why?
I was suggested it by a few of my colleagues.
Why?
I like the emphasis.
I never
on
got the
H.
chance to find out who ran it.
None of these answers is an answer. They are merely the placating questions of a child. I'm asking you, why would you have any interest in the Hollow Ones? Why would you want to find out about us? Why do you think it would resonate with you? Not because people told me to.
I was just told to check it out. They told me that I really fit it. I don't honestly know. That's why I wanted to seek out answers for myself and figure out why they said that.
Right.
He will look over to the man talking to the Gravedigger. You new blood?
Morgan will lean over.
I'm sorry, what'd you ask?
He asks, "Are you new blood?" At which point Morgan will lean over and confide. I mean, admittedly, not in a very secretive whisper, but be like, "That's the one Callie stabbed."
Nods. Carry on. And he just goes, carry on.
Either way, it's not really a whole big deal. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine.
Twizzler? Derailed.
Yes, more than life itself. It's not, no. I'm sorry, kiddo. New, shiny thingy, whatever the fuck you want. Oh shit. Okay, no. Moving straight in the linear process from A to B to C. You need to No, fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna move sideways. Right, how's everyone else doing today?
So far, so good. The mimosas are tasty. The food is lovely, and the pillows are comfy.
All of the above is something. Oh shit! I also know your dad.
He smiles. Yeah, he gets round.
He also brews excellent rum.
He does. I've got some on me. You want some?
More than life itself.
Opens his flask. Hands it over.
All right. He will take a swig. I'm actually here in my official capacity. Look at me, you're official. Hey.
Being all fancy.
I mean, it's important, you know. So, as many of you know, the 9 mystical traditions of the great and powerful Wuzzengump, all that shit, have decided to enter into a period of conflict with another group that are currently unaligned in the form of Canticles of Lamentation. While I personally think that Canticles of Lamentation deserve to be fisted so shockingly that they have the screaming orgasm that will take them out of the universe, it is important that you guys know that the Disparate Alliance holds no truck whatsoever in this conflict. Should individual members of the Disparate Alliance choose to involve themselves, then it will be completely disowned, disencredited, and disowned, disencredited, and devalued. Disavowed, that's the one I was looking for. Via the Alliance itself. Meaning, you can take part in the brouhaha, but we're not going to directly support you taking part in the brouhaha. Also, should any members of the tradition wish to garner themselves a place outside of the fighting, they may request the protection of the Disparate Alliance. As long as they swear to not involve themselves, they will in turn not be involved. All Gucci.
Collins is just gonna look down at Callie and Morgan. Well, I'm out.
There'll be a lip pout.
Eyebrow raise, really?
But gratuitous violence.
Oh, no, it's fine, Collins. It's fine. I'll just hold on to it. I'll just tease you about it forever. It's fine. Pats him on the shoulder.
Literally forever.
I mean, Collins, if you want to fight, you can. The disenfranchisement will only last as long as the conflict lasts. On a side note, politically speaking, the rest of the Alliance doesn't care. I want you to go and kick them in the ballsack.
Specifically the ballsack. Very particular.
See, I thought I almost didn't recognize you, Gravedigger, but here you are.
Well, I mean, I suppose I could get my kicking shoes ready, possibly. But I'll need to see if I brought them when I moved over.
Oh, by the way, tall, dark, and thinks he can be a hollow one. What's your name?
It's Dean.
Is that your actual name?
Grin.
Yes, right now.
No. I'm asking you, is that your name? Is that the name your character was given at birth?
No, I don't know my actual name at birth, but my stepmother did give me the name Malthiel.
Why do they hate you? Okay. No, the reason I ask is because technically speaking, saying my name is Dean constitutes a lie, which would ping his ring of truth, because that isn't your name, and you consciously know it's not your name.
Got it.
The actual way around that, because I actually had to explain this to a VA at one point, was saying I'm known as, because that doesn't ping the ring of truth.
I mean, if he accepts it as a name, even if it is not the one he was born with, is it still false?
It's still not your name. Names are complicated things.
They are.
Okay.
But he'll
Names
say,
have
that's
weird
not your
things.
name. I don't like being lied to, kiddo. I'll tell you what.
I use it as an alias.
I'll be generous. Everyone gets one strike with me. You're now on your one strike. He points to the others and he'll say, the others here will tell you what happens if you get another one.
I do accept.
Sips mimosa, pinky up.
You do me a favor though, not Dean, right? Find a lovely, lovely girl. Go join a tradition. Be happy with the rest of your life.
We'll see how that goes.
Mostly so you won't have to be a member of the Disparate Alliance, and I won't have to deal with you.
Colin snorts
look at
into his
that.
mimosa.
Look at that glowing honesty. So endearing.
You know what? He pulls Morgan up into kind of like, you know, where you put your arm around someone's shoulder and just she'll point at her. She gets me. She gets me.
She literally has been draped across 2 laps. She gets pulled all the way up for the side hug. Sticks another Twizzler in his mouth. Because, fuck it. She's up here now. She might as well entertain herself. Like, dunk.
Dunk. All right then, kiddos, kitties, kiddlywinks, and all that good shit. As I said, I'm relatively happy to just let you know these little things that are important. I'm going to put a little bit of a notice up on, you'll point to the notice board in Agrabah Nights there later on to tell the others about this decision. So, that's all I've got.
All right then. Now have one of those mimosas.
Holds up the pitcher.
On the side note, you'll notice as you pour mimosa, the amount of mimosa in the actual pitcher never drops.
Oh, yes. This is my favorite
Collins
place.
is in heaven. Collins is in heaven.
Do you think they have a bag of Twizzlers like that? Holy shit.
But Gravedigger will finish his own drink, and the goblet will disappear into the same kind of smoky vapor as it was, and he'll turn on his heel.
Excuse me,
Hi.
Gravedigger.
I've got places to go, deals to make.
One moment.
Hmm?
And he kind of like, he makes a motion, opens his hand. My flask. You never handed him his flask back.
Oh, shit. My apologies. He will hand the flask back. I've oddly enough learned enough lessons in my very long life to know that never come between a scion of the Baron and his rum. Otherwise, God knows, you know, you'll be punted into the next millennium.
Oh, no, they're far worse things. Next millennium's too easy. Far worse.
Oh, right. By the way, he'll say as he stops by the door, or the tent flag, rather, how is Miss Daniela?
She's alive.
Good. Miss Arth, you really need to teach that girl about making silly deals.
Not my monkeys, not my problem. Not my monkeys, not my problem.
No. He'll move the hair back from his ear. Though I do have such lovely new jewelry because of that.
You. Oh.
Pip pip.
Do the
And
earrings or jewelry look anything weird under Prime or Spirit?
It's got it's got a soul in each one of them.
Oh.
Like trapped inside, like beating tiny fists against it.
Oh.
You really,
A male and a female spirit.
really are dick, don't you? Real deal.
You'll just hear the giggling until he departs.
Man.
Oh,
I hate that man.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Hey, Stefanos, do you have extra lemon in your tea?
Probably not.
Then I'm gonna order another one.
You now have extra lemon in your tea.
Da, 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 da.
No, I'm ordering a tea with lemon in it.
Oh, that guy had a sense of humor.
Oh, he's entertaining.
He's a dick. An asshole.
Like I said, he's entertaining.
Dude points at Colin.
Have some sort of dark. You have to have some sort of dark humor to deal with the dead, usually. Anyway.
He nods. That's how it goes.
I got to be bearer of bad news. Fucking great.
Congratulations.
No. No. She empties her glass of mimosa and refills it. No.
Or go just reach over, pat one of the other cushions on the floor with them. Be like, come on, buddy. Take a load off type pat pat.
Elias is gonna sit in the cushions just like just bury her face in them. All
The
of it.
patting will transition to the top of her head. Pat pat. There.
Some cursing in Chinese will happen. All right, then. Guess I'll accept my lot in life. Apparently, God, fucking damn it.
That'll learn you to be responsible.
I didn't.
Don't be the tallest blade of grass in the yard.
I wasn't even here for this fucking bullshit. Some of this, all of this just got fucking thrown on me. Nah. How's life? That is not mine.
Bright, vibrant, and kicking as always.
Great. Glad you're okay, Collins. Glad.
Always good. When am I never good?
It's true, the times at the house and you were always so peppy.
Peppy.
You know, it's very important this now and then. You know, just give a whistle. You always look on the bright side of life. And he will sip his mimosa, set it down in front of him, and then put his arms, one arm around Callie and one around Morgan.
Callie drains her mimosa and we'll put it down very gently and we'll look up right at the gentleman who mentioned that they were friends and she'll just say, boy. Voice.
Colin's gonna raise a real high eyebrow.
We have now entered God of War. Continue.
Dean's gonna bring out his pipe, light it, and put his hand on his head, and just relax back in his chair.
And not respond at all.
Was he being addressed?
Yeah. Like she's looking right at him.
Yo, do you realize your character's being addressed, Kyler?
No, I did not. I didn't hear.
Okay.
Callie is staring at you and has said, "Boy."
Boy, you know, like she has a pretty
Uh,
deep voice, so it echoes around.
Yes. Yes, Callie.
You want to learn about the verbena?
About the what?
Verbena. You asked.
Oh, yes. I just wanted to know more info.
She'll
I just
stand
want
up.
to kind of get for the tradition.
She'll just stand up and like push Morgan's head off her like that way, and then we'll take another drink of the mimosa she's going, and we'll just slap a piece of paper down. Come to that bookstore when you're free.
I sure will. I appreciate the offer.
Just nod. Just turn, you know, very abruptly back to her, you know, crowd. We just walk back over and slam herself down in between Collins and Morgan again,
Oh, I see.
pouring more alcohol.
Resumes her lean. Now on Callie. She has been jostled.
Oh, excuse me. There's a voice that comes from the tent flap as it opens. I was led to understand that I should make a brief appearance.
Elias gonna look over at this dude.
Hooker's met Nightshade.
Oh, hi!
Hello.
Oh, hey, Nightshade. It's been forever. Do you want a drink?
Oh, no, thank you. It is very agreeable to see you again, Miss Eliza. I hope that you are well.
I'm great. I'm great. How are the kids?
Oh, they're fine. Thank you for asking. Monsieur Grey de Guerre said that I should come here in order to meet a new... His eyes lock on Collins. Oh, I see.
Dean hangs his head in shame.
Looks over to Nightshade.
We almost walk the roads until such time as we find ourselves at Papa Legba's crossroads. Do you not agree, brother?
He will sit up. He will pick up his hat and he will cross across his the front of his body. He will bow. You know, that's the funny thing about roads. You never know where they take.
He will hold out his hand.
Collins will actually wiggle his way out from between Callie and Morgan, and he will stand and he will walk over and he will go to shake Nightshade's hand.
Bonjour, my name is Nightshade. I thought I was the only bata in the city, but it would appear as though two is better than one.
From 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Magical growth.
That's how it do.
That's how it do. And he will reach into his flask. He'll shake it. Drink. It's Dad's.
As tempting as that is, I really shouldn't. I am unfortunately still, I'm expected to be more cognizant this evening than I would have priorly thought, huh?
Yeah. What troubles you?
Nothing troubles me, it's just that I have to get back for the performance that's due to be in about 25, 30 minutes. Well, I'm not sure if you've been told, I protect a number of former technocratic experiments. Some kids that the technocrats deemed to be too damaged to integrate into normal society, so I take care of them.
He'll hold up his finger like just 1 second. Looks over at Eliza. Are these the kids you were talking about earlier?
Oh
Look
yeah.
at Eliza. Hold on. Go back.
Not the children that we got out of the city, but others.
Hell no. You need any assistant, Nightshade?
Well, he'll kind of sit down. He'll say, "I don't necessarily need assistance in terms of anything real, like putting food on the table or anything like that. But okay, I'll level with you. Some of these kids cannot be socialized outside of a specific sphere of people because either the abilities that the technocrats attempted to implant into them are unstable or they're simply frightening. So it's always helpful when people are just willing to come and talk to them and be with them and not judge them. So if any of you have time, it's always nice to have visitors.
Her finger just pokes up.
Shit, man, you should have said so. I would have come around from time to time.
I'm covering. I got some storybooks.
Sorry, he'll look at Morgan and kind of quirk his head. Yes. Was she putting up her hand, or was she just going me?
She just kind of pokes up a finger like, I'm in.
Oh, thank you. They're all lovely, I assure you, but as I said, for example, Barnabas, they attempted to engineer Barnabas to be the perfect soldier. So, that they did. He's probably 3 times as strong as an ordinary person and can move twice as fast. They've even gave him canine-like senses. Swear to God, that boy, he could find your wallet regardless where it was in the house because it smelled like your butt. However, unfortunately, he has the downside of absolute obedience to orders. You tell that boy to make you a slice of toast in the morning, he make you a slice of toast. You tell that boy to drown his best friend, he's gonna drown his best friend. Any order that he's given, he'll follow, even if you tell him to jump off a cliff. That was the technocratic way of attempting to breed a super soldier. Unfortunately, the experiment failed. Or fortunately, I suppose.
Is there no way to reverse engineer the effects on him?
They didn't just put the effects into him, they bred him in that way. His patterns inalienably altered. In order to do it, I suppose you could, but it would take more magic than I have available to me, and more magic than most have available to them in order to do it. And a whole lot of time and a whole lot of effort.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I try to just make their lives as pleasant as I possibly can.
Kyle will turn and look over. I can help as well.
As I said, if anyone wants to come and simply spend some time, have a conversation, treat them like normal folk, that means the absolute world to them.
I can bring over books to read as well for them as well. Something that makes them seem a bit normal if you need me to.
That's a very nice offer, miss. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
She'll extend a hand. Callie.
It's very nice to meet you, Callie. As I said, my name is Nightshade.
I'll bring my juggling bottles. Put on a show for the kids. They like it.
They're the one, basically, for those of you who don't know, we used to be a circus performing group before our circus got burned down, unfortunately, by the technocracy. So now we own a theater, and we perform nightly. So at least, as I said, it's money on the table and food. So it'll be nice for someone to actually perform for them for a change.
Be my pleasure, and it's part of my duty being one of Dad's. We look after kids.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what were you about to say, Skylar? Kyler?
It's all good. Happens all the time. So, Nightshade, what tradition are you exactly a part of?
I'm not.
Oh.
Shakes
Then what do you do?
I'm a Bata'a. Black Collins here.
I see.
We don't follow those traditions. We're a little different. We rest on the fringes.
So you're not exactly orphans, are you? Or is this something different?
No, we're Bata'a.
Not all mages belong to the 9 traditions, and not all are orphans. There are other groups.
I see. Sorry for my ignorance. I'm still learning all this. It's pretty new.
He's going to look over at Nightshade and just nod his head towards Dean/Malthiel/ and just say, he only awakened within a couple days ago.
I'm not here to judge. Don't worry about me. But yeah. As I said, if you guys find the time, it'd be lovely to have you as our guests, and lovely to good for the kids. But I merely just came here to say hello to Mr. Collins, to tell him that he wasn't alone, and to invite him to dinner on Saturday. Would you like to have dinner, sir, on Saturday?
Why, certainly. Be my pleasure. You local? Or you from the islands? You from states? Where you from?
I was born in... If Kim was here, she'd punch me. I was born in New Orleans. Myself, so that's... New Orleans. That's why I picked up the craft.
Born and raised in the city myself. I'll bring a pot of red bean. Everybody will enjoy it.
Excellent. All right, sir.
How many you got the troop?
He'll stand up and shake your hand again, and he'll say, as I said, I just came in here in order to say hello to Mr. Collins. I better be off. As I said, we have a show to do in, about 10 minutes or so. So I'll let you find people, go back to doing what you were doing. And it was good to see you again, Miss Eliza. And I still owe you one for that timely intervention. So if ever you should need a favor, you know where old Nightshade hangs his hat.
Don't worry about it. I'll pass Lottie your regards. I'm sure she'll want to drop on by soon as well.
Of course. I mean, her with the baseball bat of death and all.
Eliza will actually just say that fucking baseball bat.
Oh, there's a story to tell.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll be off, kids. I'll talk to you all later. He will take off his top hat, bow to the room before he will step out through the temple lamp.
Okay, so the story of the baseball bat of death. How familiar? You okay, right, Mark?
Oh fuck! I forgot to turn off my mic. Sorry.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So, are all you all familiar with what a hit mark is?
Quiet.
Oh, right. Dean, a hit mark, for you, because you don't know, is it's a technocratic officer who has had an enlightenment like ourselves, but who's been enhanced severely via mechanical means, technology, and basically view them as Terminators. So, Hitmark. Hitmark is infused with premium skeleton, premium claws, premium armor, just a whole fuck ton of defense, right? So all of us try and hit it, try and do damage to it. None of us can do a thing, and then Lottie comes in. Look, to be fair, we've all had like weapons that have been enhanced with the latest scientific means and magical means. It's kind of weird for her to say that she stutters a bit. and Lottie comes in with a normal ass baseball bat and fucking clubs this dude to death.
Collins just nods.
Dean stands up and takes a bow to everyone. I must go. I do have other things that I need to get accomplished. Still want to come with?
Cutting out, Kyler.
What's up?
You were breaking up. We can hear what you said.
He said his character
I do
had
must
to
go. Still
and,
Would you like to come with?
Yep.
Yeah. He whispers to Oro to slither back into his shirt, and he starts walking to the door as he signals Stephanos to come with.
He's going to stop over by Eric real quick and make sure he's doing all right. And if so, he will head out.
Eric will finish his hot chocolate and also leave the establishment.
And just when the story was getting good.
I mean, that was kind of the end of it. We were all busy. There were bombs and other things there. I got pierced through my spine. That was fun.
Well, you got better.
I did. I had a couple of regenerative-based nanites on me. It was great. Didn't even leave a scratch. Well, okay, no, it left a scratch.
As I need to go and get dinner, are people happy for us to call the scene there?
Sure, cool. That works.
Thank you, players playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin.